Hi guys. So last week we were talking about famous Freemasons, and there's so many of these fuckers, I promise you. And like I said, this list is a bit truncated, okay? But I want to continue on a bit because we spoke about politicians and people who have a who are in like civil rights movements and that kind of thing, right? And we spoke about entertainers, authors, and sports stars, and we also talked about some scientists and adventurers. Okay, now comes the really like most important guys. Okay, the industrialists. Now, these are guys, obviously industrialist means anything from bankers to guys who own like big multi-billion-dollar companies, etc., etc., right? Okay, and there's a whole lot of them. And like I said last week, this list is by no means exhaustive. And being a secret society, a lot of guys in these societies don't want to have themselves revealed to be members, right? So not all of them will say openly that they're members, but these are the guys who are actually known to be members of Freemasonry, that is. Okay. Although a lot of these secret societies are interlinked some way or another, but here we are talking about, in particular, Freemasonry. Okay. Now the industrialists, famous Freemasons, are one. Henry Ford, we all know that guy. Ford Motor Corporation. Walter Chrysler, Chrysler Motor Corporation. Ransom E. Oldsmobile. Andre Gustave Citroën, as they say in French. Citroën cars. Okay. Eberhard Faber, CEO of the Eberhard Faber Pencil Co., named after him. So clearly he's the founder, CEO and founder. Samuel Bronfman. Samuel Bronfman, Seagrams, he owned Seagrams, or his family owned Seagrams, but has since been sold. Seagrams, the booze company, okay? But they've since sold it for billions and billions. King C. Gillette razors, shavers. Frank Hoover, Hoover vacuum cleaners, the appliance company. Conrad Hilton, founder of Hilton hotel chain, great grandfather of Paris Hilton. R.H. Macy, founder of Macy's. George Michel, founder of State Farm Insurance. Now, State Farm Insurance is a huge insurance company in the States, based in the States. It's massive. So if you live in the States, you know State Farm Insurance. J.C. Penney, massive department store. James Meyer and Nathan Meyer Rothschild. Now, no conspiracy is complete without the Rothschilds, and this one wouldn't be either. And there they are, true to form. Horace Sachs, founder of Saks Fifth Avenue. John Jacob Astor, financier, big time. Samuel Colt, manufacturer of Colt revolvers. Bang. Bernard W. Henley Sr., CEO and President of Consolidated Bank and Trust Company in Richmond, Virginia. This is the oldest black-owned bank in the United States. Okay, now those are just a few of the famous industrialist Freemasons. Now, what is the point of naming these guys and telling you all about them as being famous Freemasons. Now, I just want to show how pervasive this secret society is on society in general, and to what extent they are pulling the strings behind the scenes, right? And obviously, as members of a secret society, they're all brother Masons, as they call themselves. So there's what is called in South Africa broerskap. Broerskap is what is it? You scratch my back, I scratch your back, kind of thing. Yeah. And as you can see, all of these guys are at the very top of society, and they are running things from companies to politics. I mean, U.S. politics, as demonstrated earlier with the naming of the politicians, is awash with Freemasons, from presidents to senators, governors, any kind of politician. Well, let me not say most, but a whole lot of them in America are Freemasons. Okay, a whole lot of the prime ministers of Canada are Freemasons. Many of the Commonwealth presidents and prime ministers, like Australia, for example, those guys are all Freemasons. Now, if you have so many Freemasons at the top of government, industry, entertainment, who is it that tells you that now we have a democracy? How are things really fair? And because they put themselves in good position. They finance each other's businesses, they run banks, they run all sorts of things, right? Now, this is all in the effort to show you how these guys are actually running the world. Okay, a small clique of guys are running the world. And if you look at all the black guys on here, the influential black guys, like a Bernard W. Henley Sr., president of Consolidated Bank and Trust Company, the oldest black-owned bank in America. Freemason. Okay. Last week I spoke about the politicians, right? Desmond Tutu. Okay, like I said, I wasn't exactly sure about Desmond Tutu, but you know, the guy is influential, so you must be. W.E.B. Du Bois, Booker T. Washington, Medgar Evers, Jesse fucking Jackson, okay? He's a goddamn Freemason. Kwesi Mpume, Charles B. Rangel. All of these guys are black, and they're really influential blacks, yet all of them are Freemasons. So who is to tell you who, first of all, to whom do they owe allegiance? The black community or the Freemasons? And I can tell you, okay, knowing how these secret societies operate and their MO, their modus operandi, their allegiance is first and foremost to their brother Masons, not to the black community. Now, next time, I will talk more about the semiotics, that is the signs and symbols of the Freemasons, so that you can recognize them when you see them in public. And I promise you, they are everywhere. Okay, like I said, these guys are running the show. Okay, and they continue to expose this new world order conspiracy on Lies Unpacked audiovisual. Don't forget to check out the blog, liesunpacked.blogspot.com. Okay, thanks very much. See you guys next week. Cheers.